Hi guys, welcome to Science Chomp. Today we're going to be talking about the rock cycle. We've got our diagram over here, and this is where we're going to get started with magma. Magma is molten rock which has been heated up by the Earth's interior. When magma cools down, it forms igneous rock, which you find over here. There's two types of igneous rock. There's igneous extrusive, which is cooled down on the surface, and there's igneous intrusive, which cools down on the interior of the Earth. Extrusive has smaller crystals than intrusive, purely because the intrusive one has a longer cool down period, so it has more time to build the crystals. Going back to the igneous rock, you find it's on the surface, and what happens is weathering and erosion happens. So weathering is to break down the rock, erosion is to transport those little pieces of rock, and it transports it and it deposits it at the bottom of the sea. When it does that, you get layer upon layer upon layer building up, so it gets buried, and then it gets compressed and compacted and cemented together to form sedimentary rock. In case of sedimentary rock, it could get buried even more deeper, and under high heat and pressure, it forms metamorphic rock. The tectonic plate movements allow rocks to constantly move about, and this can get uplifted and it can find itself up here. It can become weathered and eroded to form sedimentary rock all over again. It can also melt, and when it melts and then it cools down, it can form igneous rock. And the igneous rock itself can also form metamorphic rock if it finds itself becoming buried, and then under high temperature and pressure, it could form metamorphic rock. So that's basically the rock cycle in a nutshell. So every form of rock can somehow find itself turning into the other one. With sedimentary, you're looking at turning into metamorphic before it turns into igneous, but ultimately they can all melt and become igneous, they can all weather and erode and become sedimentary, and they can all become subjected to high heat and pressure and become metamorphic. One last little piece of detail that I didn't mention before is the magma. Molten rock, when it's on the inside of the Earth, is called magma, and when it's on the surface of the Earth, it's called lava. And that's basically it. That's the rock cycle in a nutshell. Thank you very much, and goodbye.